Fantastic number 4. How much air do I put in a balloon? Well, overinflating is a concern. So we do want to make sure we put less than we think we're going to need, because as we're twisting the balloon, the air is going to move. Because what we're doing in essence is making lots of little chambers. And when we close one chamber, that air's got to go somewhere, because we're taking a space this big, twisting it to be that big by closing the ends. So that little bit of air space, though it's not much, see, just a little bit, it makes a difference as we're going. Keeps pushing that air. Now, when we do this demonstration, let's say I want to make a bunch of turtles in a row. Okay? So if I'm going for 3, 4, or 5 turtles in a row, how much air should I put in there? Now, if I was making one turtle, I could pretty much use the whole balloon. But I have to think, for every bubble I make, every little chamber, it's going to push the air down about 1/4 of an inch or so. So if each turtle takes about 5 bubbles, that's going to be about 2.5 inches for each one. So 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. So I really only need about that much blown up. So let me do that. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is, let's just do a little fun demonstration. We're going to make a bunch of turtles in a row. Now, I first saw a clown do this back at a Shriners Clown competition. Oh, probably almost 30 years ago. And I still remember because I thought it was cool, and it took me a long time before I could master this. This was his one balloon competition piece. I wish I knew who that clown was. But, so, the story in this one also is that each turtle gets a little smaller. This is great exercise for your proportions and bubble control. This is one of my favorite training exercises, actually, because it applies so many different things all at the same time. So if you notice, a lot of my tail has already disappeared. See? And I'm making my third turtle there. And each turtle gets a little smaller. So we got Papa Turtle, Mama Turtle, Big Brother Turtle. Let's see if we can make Little Sister. Again, every twist we make, that air moves down a little bit. These bubbles are really small. So I got to make sure that I keep my pressure on them. And so there's my 4 bubbles. Right there. See that? Let's see. Get that in. There we go. And going to add just a little bit so it has a tiny baby sister, has a little tail. Because all the other turtles are biting the tails of the ones in front of them, we'll say. All right. So as you can see, with 4 bubbles, or 4 turtles, I went from having a lot of tail to having no tail. See how that is? And this is because as we inflate our balloon, we have to keep in mind that for each bubble, it just pushes the air just a little bit. When we're doing something that only takes a couple twists, like the 3-twist dog, no big deal. And as we did in our demonstration piece, where we did more twists than we had room for, but the pressure built, right? Well, this one, the pressure is the same all the way through, but there's no tail. So hopefully that helps you figure out how much room to have. Now here's the thing. I will usually always end on this side of have too much tail. Because if I need to, I can just twist in an extra balloon at the end, or I will just cut off the end and blow it back up. So let me give you a demonstration of that. So let's say here, I'm making a 2-balloon dog. So I'm making my dog like normal. And we have a video on the page. You can find it by looking for a fancy balloon dog. And this is my standard dog that I will do for line work or things like that, where I want to make something a little fancier than just a one balloon dog. But at the same time, I want something quick. So let me just make this doggy here. Give him an ear. Give him another ear. Put that eyeball in. Okay. Now I've noticed here that I will have a problem because this one's a little too short. Because I want them about the same size because I'm going to be making the legs and the body out of these two balloons that remain. So here's your options. Either just just tear off this purple piece now since you know that you're going to be too short and save that for extra later, or inflate the back of it. So what I do, tear that part off, grab my balloon pump, put it in there, or if you're a mouth inflator, and then just tie it. And then I twist it again, just like I would have. Now, by doing that, I actually don't have that many pops because of pressure. And I'd rather just add a balloon or add more air than to bust the balloon. So now I pretty much have it all perfectly put. Tie my nozzle or hide my tail. And just like that, I have my balloon doggy. And again, not a big deal. If you add too much air, you're going to get a pop. So you just take care of it before it gets to that point. If you don't have enough air, just put another balloon in it. Okay, you use an extra balloon. Or just cut off the end, inflate it up a little bit, and all good. Kid has no idea. So that's what I would do for improper inflation concerns. It's not really a concern at all. You got this.